Well, howdy, folks. It is time. It's time for a very special episode of Cast Talks. Halloween. 365 days ago. This channel really got kicking, I guess you could say. Before then, we were doing stuff, of course. We had little things we would do now and again, and we had the good nights and some ASMR that was posted here every little bit, every little while. But when we decided to change to the Saturday schedule that we have held completely, consistently, and maybe even relentlessly is the right word, for the entire year. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? So, this is it. This is the year special. I welcome all of you who are here now and in the future to the spooky episode. The spookiest episode that will ever exist of Cast Talks. Probably not, actually. But the most spooky, currently, episode of Cast Talks. This person might not be spooky enough, though. I think we can make it a little spookier. Let's try that. So what does a spooky stream like ours do on a spooky night like this? So, what we do is usually we read some good stories and talk about good news, but the good news is already here. The good news is we've gotten this far together. So we don't need much more good news than that. What we will be doing, though, is going over a couple of things, a couple of spotlights for the year. And we'll start with this. This channel, at the beginning, of course, the only person who I had subscribed to me was, I believe, Galaxia, and maybe it was Whittle Kitsune as well. My cat friend, who unfortunately I don't speak to as much as I should. But we got all this way together. All this way to over 50 followers and an actual subscriber. You know, the sort of stuff that actual channels are made of. Not just little sort of semi-pro style things. The big leagues, you could say. It took us a while because we're pretty niche, but we got there after all of that. And now we're gonna look at some cute animals in costumes. Just to start with. I want some live. No, these aren't live, are they? No. Only live. Cute animals. So the initial idea for this podcast was going to be the most wholesome thing we could do, right? What is the most wholesome podcast / stream that could possibly exist? And I wanted to oh my gosh. I wanted to basically make a stream that people could enjoy no matter who they were, right? It doesn't really matter if you're like a hardcore gamer or if you're an edgier person or anything. It's very inclusive, and it's inclusive in the right ways. There's a theme going on in this story that's in the background right now, and I don't know what's happening, but these animals are looking for treats of some kind, which is fine. So today we're going to be answering a couple of Halloween related questions. We're going to be looking at good boys and girls. And we're going to be trying to just celebrate the best that we can, talk about what we're doing. On this show we usually just kind of hang out for a little while and do our thing. But this is a special episode where we're going to be a little more relaxed than usual. Mostly looking at stupid animal costumes and things like that. So, I'm going to answer a couple of Halloween questions for you guys. Not stupid, adorable. You're right, they are very adorable. You have to excuse me. Maybe I'm a bit nervous. It is a special occasion, after all. But here we go. You can answer these along with me in chat if you would like to do so. Okay. Would you visit a haunted house or a corn maze on Halloween? Jeremy, you made it. Welcome to the Halloween special. It's okay. I'm just glad that you got here at all. Well, howdy. Glad to have you here, Jer. We're just talking about Halloween stuff. Haunted house, then a corn maze. So you're a both, but haunted house first. I'm always afraid of getting stuck in a haunted house myself. But you know, I do have a lovely interest in grand Gothic architecture. So maybe a haunted house with plenty of secret passageways would be lovely. But I do like the idea of like a hedge maze. Kind of a spooky hedge maze. Corn maze is a little... it feels a little too southern for me. I'm a big fan of haunted hedge mazes, I think. So, would you rather get a Reese's Pieces butternut, or peanut butter cup, or Jolly Rancher in your candy bag? You told me weeks ago that you would do your best to be here for your 1 year. Oh, well, thank you. I'm very glad you could make it, Jer. I'm very glad you could. You're a Reese's girl, Lasora? Well, understandable. Peanut butter cup? Yeah, a lot of people are into that. Honestly, they are. Okay, let's get back to some more awesome animals. Animals dressing up in Halloween costumes. It's pretty good. Oh, what a good boy. No, puppy stew. It's horrible. This isn't wholesome. Oh, it's a big skeleton. Okay, I'm gonna find something a little more wholesome than that. Matching piñata is awesome. So, you buy a new costume to wear or put together a costume from things you already have. So, I would buy a lovely costume. I'm thinking about wearing like a sort of like a more, oh my gosh, the spider, the spider pug. Aww. I love that. It's such a cute spider. Sometimes you do have the best stuff at home. Gosh. I know, the poor Roddy. Gosh. Aww. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. They're gonna get spooked. Oh no, they got spooked. Jeez. Aww. So do you carve a pumpkin or paint your pumpkin? I'm kind of into both. I like carving pumpkins, and I would be happy to paint one too. But I would really have to focus for like a whole day to paint or carve a pumpkin. Carve it, yeah. I'm super into the idea of carving a pumpkin. Oh, that dog's real happy to be in that costume. You've never painted a pumpkin before? Oh no, he's going after you. You used to carve, you refused to paint a pumpkin. I would love to carve. I mean, I could paint a pumpkin, you know, I could make it work. I've never done that before, but I can make it work. Oh no, the Dachshund of the pumpkin. Oh, Judge Doggo. Oh. Your Honor, all rise. Okay, would you rather go to a Halloween party or watch a scary movie at home on Halloween? Judge Judy, it is a Judge Judy, you're right.
What the dog doing?
Dad says we can't go trick or treat until we do a photo shoot.
Oh. Scary movie at home, yeah. Oh, the cringe, gosh.
What do you say, Maxine?
I got my dog a costume for Halloween. He was in shock.
Doesn't look happy about that.
Get this the
Yeah, I would actually like to go to a Halloween party someday, but I'm kind of a mix. Some days I'm a stay-at-home kind of guy, and some days I'm like feeling really extroverty and like really, oh, this cat is actually not doing too bad. Honestly, I'm a little curious. Oh, I love the taco. I love taco cats. Okay, smaller version of Sammy. Oh, that's lovely. And how is Sammy these days, by the way? I hope Sammy's doing well. Oh no. It's the boys are all out. Tacos for dinner is a synchronicity. Oh. All people of all kinds coming out to walk the dogs. Dog walkers, all of them. All abound. Yeah, I'd like to. I don't know what Halloween movie I would even watch. Okay, if you could get any costume you wanted this year for Halloween, no matter the cost or how complicated, what would you dress up as? If I could dress up as anything, gosh, what would I dress up as? Aww. I think those are the Olsen twins. He's doing well. He's less anxious about going upstairs. He's getting braver. Come down there with us, but his objective of coming down is trying to go back upstairs. Okay, so he's not quite all the way there yet. Oh, it's a spider chihuahua. Spider wawa. It's a biker Rottweiler. It's a tough rot. Aw. Super Shepherd. I do a pup noodle. I do like all these costumes for sure. No, it's okay. I understood what you meant. It's a dog. It's a hot dog. I love those kinds of costumes, the ones with the hot dogs and the tacos on them. So you, well, howdy there, Rissy. How you doing? You would never wear a costume, though. You tried to put a Santa hat on once, ended up with some pretty deep scratches. Oh my gosh. What a vicious animal. Aw, look at these, though. These animals like wearing costumes. They're fine with it. Aw. The bat dogs. God, they all look so pretty. Well, how you doing, Rizzy? How, our last question was, if you could get any costume you wanted this year for Halloween, no matter the cost or how complicated, what would you dress up as? Do you hate having to take them off? Oh. I still haven't answered it. I think I would love to dress up as like maybe a Warframe character. Little magic unicorn, of course. Oh, lovely. You know, I might just wear what I always wear around the SOS and stuff. My nice suit with an awesome... Oh, no, I would dress up as the main character from Ruiner, is what I would do. Or the Red Hood from Batman. Aw, Lily says fairy. She'd just be herself then. Lovely. There's a couple of things I think of. Houston SPCA shares 4 Halloween costumes for your pets. No. This isn't actually them dressing the pets up. Oh no! It's a skeleton dog. He looks a little unsure of how to handle this. Some of these are pretty spooky. Oh no. Gosh. A bunch of kittens appeared. So, yarns. Get only one kind of candy while trick-or-treating. What candy would you want? Laffy Taffy is like a pretty good choice. Something sour though, like a sour Laffy Taffy would be great. Gosh, something really sour, like that makes you go, peanut butter cups. They really had you pegged earlier for the peanut butter cups, didn't they? Gosh, everyone is into those. Everyone is into those. Oh no! What, it's like a dog coming out of someone's torso? Oh my gosh. I think that's a fake. That's horrible. I don't like that. No scared doggos here. Rockets, you don't eat one at a time either. Wait, what rockets? You talking about the rocket pop rocks? Oh, we've seen that one before. The oh gosh, the spider pup. Make sure one type of candy never made it to your trick-or-treat bag. What would it be? I would never eat candy corn. If you had some, you would show me via Discord, cool. I would never eat candy corn. No candy corn for me. Oh, look at the tortoise witch. Who's casting spells? Okay, well, there's a bit of profanity on this one. Oh no. Gosh. These costumes are a little edgy, I have to admit. Just a little bit. it's a... Aww. And here's a bunch of animals all gotten together. Become a witch and cast one spell. What would your spell do? Oh, that one looks real tired of being in his costume. But one type of candy corn can not to have. Strawberry hard candies. Those are bad too, actually. I agree. I agree. Oh, you're talking about... Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's a big old long link, but I... Let's get this out of there. We already watched that, unfortunately. Where's some other good ones? Let's give that one a look. Let's look at this one. Top 10 of the best and funniest costumes for cats. Oh. Your spell would achieve world peace. That's a good one. My spell would... Oh. You didn't think of dressing up your mom's dog. It's too late now, but you bet he'd love it. Well, you know what? Some animals do love being like pampered in that way. Where they get to like wear a bunch of stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, trying to wear that sack on their feet. Oh, that's horrible. Gosh. Aw. Love that skirt. Ooh. Okay, here's the next one. Spontaneously find a broom to fly on. Where would you fly first? Let's see. If I have to like fly and like during the full moon and stuff, which would be really cool, I'd make sure to put on a jacket and like a hat and some gloves, and then I would fly to... Oh gosh, where would I want to fly? I think I would just go out flying. I would just fly around and get a view of the city and places from up on the broomstick. I would be a little scared to go out though, honestly. Just like that. Oh no, it's a devil cat. Okay, so... Tell me about your favorite Halloween costume you've ever worn. Donegal, Ireland. There are a lot of fairy legends from there. You'd like to go meet a fairy in the external world. That does sound like a nice place to go if you're interested in that. Your favorite Halloween costume you've ever worn. The Queen dressed up as a baby one year. Aw, that's sweet. I was dressed up with my brother and my father as a Borg from the movie. We've already seen that one. Borg from the from Star Trek. We did that for a little while, and it was really good. Yeah, I was dressed up as the Borg. I was a little baby though. I was only like maybe 2 years old. Oh, but I think that was my favorite one. I barely remember it, but I. Oh, I have played a Halloween prank on somebody. I just remembered. The most memorable or scary house you visited trick or treating. Yeah, there was this house down the block from where I lived in California, and they always had like this open garage, spooky garage thing. You're one of 15? Gosh. It's a good one. I was one of 3. Or maybe 2 of 3. Yeah, it wasn't even that scary, but there was this guy that jumped out and scared the kid in front of me, and I was so worried he was going to scare me next. I got like sassy about it. I was so sassy. I just didn't want to get scared. I was really afraid of getting jump scared by somebody, which it's not that bad to get jump scared, right? It's not that bad. It's just, isn't the Borg the one that's numbers like that? It is. It's actually just right. Oh, what a happy little guy. What a happy little guy. My favorite Halloween tradition is it's like the awesome decorations are my favorite. I love decorations. I love the colors of like bright, glowing colors like orange and red and purple that you don't get to see often. You know, because it's like so bone chilling, and it makes you feel so much craziness when you see like, oh, when you see like these things you've never seen before. It makes you like uncomfortable, but also you feel like really close to the idea of somebody making something that like is new and profoundly close to them as far as what is spooky or in their life, and you're just seeing somebody's vision, you know, just completely out there for everyone to watch and to make feelings about. And I just love the creativity of it. I have some pictures of some decorations from a nearby community center. I'm not going to show them, but they were pretty. They're pretty okay. Now, how do you decide what you want to be for Halloween? Honestly, I haven't even worn a costume in probably over a decade, so I don't know if I can really tell you how I decide anymore. I don't decide anymore. I kind of just watch other people do it and just wear like warm clothes and walk around. I want to get out of that though. I want to get into some cool costumes someday, like face paint or henna tattoos or glowing henna tattoos or like really cool, awesome outfits. Oh, you know what? I just thought of what I want to dress up as. You know that image everyone loves of that galactic faced guy with a galaxy for a face and a suit? That's what I would want to be. I would dress up as that. You quit going out after high school. Well, I can understand why that might happen. I myself, like, I understand. I have this recurring dream, actually. I'll go into it very mildly here. My recurring dream, I think we've had enough animals for today, for at least for right now. My recurring dream is that I am like at school and I'm late, or I don't get to school on time, or I have a coming assignment that I haven't prepared for and I'm about to fail because of it. And just as you were going to high school, yeah, that might be about when I quit too. And I'm always so stressed out about it. I wonder why that is. But yeah, I would love to go back out to do costumes again. That'd be great. What you do or did with your candy when you got home from trick or treating, eating, categorizing, saving for later, etc. I would eat as much of it as I could at once. That's some awful thing to say. I would eat every single piece of candy I wanted to that night. Oh gosh, so horrible. I would sometimes not be able to eat all of it, of course, because if you got like a whole pillowcase full, then you're just asking for trouble. But I would actually eat as much as I could. Part of me misses that. Trading. There were 4 of us, and we sat down and traded with others. We used to trade the good candy for those chewy peanut butter things. Are you talking about I was thinking of carnival peanuts for a second, but I don't think that's what you meant. Gosh, carnival peanuts are not good either. It's just my opinion, of course, but okay, so someone says that one of us started the peanut butter craze in 2004, but you think it started way before that. No, there's some kind of peanut butter nougat thing. I don't know which one you mean. There's just so many candies out there. I'm not familiar with the lore of how many candies exist. Okay. Wait, this isn't actually telling... This isn't actually helping. This is giving me instructions on how to come up with Halloween questions. Gosh, this is not what I was looking for. Okay. Okay. Scarecrow or jack-o'-lantern? I am a jack-o'-lantern guy. I love jack-o'-lanterns. Pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns, they are the best. That's as good as it gets. And honestly, like, you can't do much better than a good jack-o'-lantern. Because people do the craziest jack-o'-lanterns. I mean, you know, a scarecrow can really only be so good, right? A jack-o'-lantern can be anything. A scarecrow can only be a scarecrow, in my opinion. Let's do another one. Do you like pumpkin spice or hot cocoa? I could try some pumpkin spice. I've never had it before, really. But I'd be willing to try it. Starbursts or Sour Patch Kids? I don't like Sour Patch Kids as much as I like Starbursts, but I'm really into sour things right now, so I might eat the Sour Patch Kids instead. Sweet or sour? Yeah, definitely sour. I'm definitely into sour stuff. Oh, gosh. So it's giving me all kinds of troubles. Neither of those candies, yeah. Pumpkin spice and neither of those candies. Understood. Would you rather go... Let's see. Would you rather spend the night at a haunted house or at a cemetery? I would much rather spend the night at a cemetery. Much rather. And a cemetery is a completely peaceful place. Okay. Cemeteries are very peaceful. I would feel a little bit disrespectful doing that, but and cemeteries, you know, they're places of rest and respite and respect. And generally, cemeteries are meant to honor those that we think about and we love. Depending on what cemetery it was, of course. And depending on the haunted house. Certainly it might be colder than a haunted house, though. Would you rather get attacked by a giant spider or a spooky skeleton? I could fight off a spooky skeleton. I'd be too scared to fight a giant spider. Plus, the spooky skeleton might end up being my friend. I don't think I could very well communicate and relate to a giant spider. I don't think I could do that very well. Spooky skeleton would make a good friend. Spooky skeleton, yeah, I'm the same way. Would you rather give out candy or take candy? I would rather give out candy. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to have your answers, though. I would rather give out candy is the better one. In fact, what I would like to do is just like have like a bowl of candy or like a thing of candy I carry around on me in the street, and I'm just like, want some candy? Here you go. And then, just handing stuff out. Would you rather risk getting tricked or... Oh, you're enjoying listening to Cass, so I understand. I understand. I'm grateful that you're enjoying it regardless. Would you rather go trick-or-treating with a group of friends or with a group of family members? I would actually rather go with friends at the moment. I don't have any friends to go with, unfortunately, but I really do like the idea of having a group of friends that you go trick-or-treating with, or that you go giving out candy to younger kids with. It's just it's such a great bonding experience, trick-or-treating, because everyone gets like scared together and sees like fun stuff together and meets people together. Or what you could do is you could go trick-or-treating and get candy and then just hand the candy out to kids that you see. Right? You could totally do that. That'd be great. Oh, that's great. I've actually never gone. I've never actually gone to a like a friend event for a holiday. I've never done that. It does make me a bit sad to say that. Would you rather get a surprise visit from Frankenstein's monster or a surprise visit from the Headless Horseman? Okay, so if we're talking about like, a little bit like dull-brained, but, gentle Frankenstein's monster, or if we're talking about like Christopher Walken, Headless Horseman, because I think Christopher Walken as the Headless Horseman was fantastic. He was great. As long as you don't get on his bad side, he's probably fine with you. We're not fighting, so I think he's probably chill. But Frankenstein's monster, I don't think I could really talk to very well. But then again, Headless Horseman only goes like, nah, nah, nah. He just like kind of goes crazy. So, I don't know. Oh, okay, you would want to be visited by him. Yeah, I could see that. The monster, that is, yeah, his monster. The old fallacy of Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster being labeled as the same thing. I can't help it, Oh, have I ever read it? No, I actually don't read many books, but I might listen to the audiobook of it now that you've recommended it. Because I always have been curious about that kind of thing, about like Frankenstein and the monster he creates. I do like the idea. Okay, what superhero would you dress up as? It is not wholesome. Okay, thank you for warning me. Thank you for warning me. I appreciate that. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's a pretty good one. I think I would dress up as the guy that is, you'd like to be visited by the monster in Hocus Pocus. He's not a monster one bit in the end. Oh, yeah, like the Frankenstein's monster from Hocus Pocus. I think that'd be cool. He looks like he's like kind of like a Jamaican voodoo creature almost. You know what I mean? Kind of like voodoo-ish. I would definitely dress up as the guy who becomes Hela's servant in the movie Thor Ragnarok. Yes, his name was Billy, and he hated the Sandersons. And then I would have like a friend dress up as Hela, and then I would just follow them around. That's what I would do. These aren't any really good questions either. There we go. Have you ever seen a ghost? When I was a child, I have a false memory that I created for myself of seeing a ghost at a family member's house. But the more I think about it, I had an incredibly overactive imagination as a child. And just looking back on it now, I don't actually think I ever saw a ghost. I think I manifested the idea in my mind because I was really interested in being special and finding some crazy thing to be special with, right? You've seen a ghost? Well, cool. A lot of people wish they had that experience. And I wanted to have that experience too, so I made up seeing ghosts. Anna! Welcome, Anna, the founder. Welcome to our lovely Halloween stream. Glad to have you. Nee. We're just answering some spooky Halloween questions, and we're going to get to some more cute animals here in a little bit. Okay. Are you scared of ghosts? I am scared of ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts, but I have this kind of like idea in my mind of well, I'm actually nyctophobic, meaning I have a fear of the dark, and I'm very easily startled by things when it's dark. And we had a ghost in our apartment. He was a nicer older man and very polite. When I told him his radio was too loud, after that I never heard it again. I'm so glad that they were very compromising and willing to be so magnanimous as like as a thing to be like changing their ways because you asked them to. It is awesome, yeah, it is awesome. I think I'm afraid of a lot of things. Ghosts and the idea of ghosts. I mean, you know, they scare me, but I mean, I don't really have an actual... You've seen some ghosts when you were younger and your family all saw them too. Hey, that's crazy. Apparently there's some people that have like generations of ghosts that like they all see them and everyone talks about them. I think that's really interesting. You know, I think that's really interesting. I've never had a situation like that in my entire life where I've seen something and someone else has too. So it's a lovely thing when you have that experience shared with somebody. Yeah, it's the 1 year anniversary of Cast Talks. This is the 1 year special. Have a black cat cross your path or break a mirror for bad luck. I would much rather meet a black cat. I love black cats. Especially black cats with big old green eyes. That's the loveliest. I would love that. I absolutely adore black cats. They're like one of my favorite cats to see. Okay. Would you rather be a witch or a warlock? I think they're kind of the same thing in a way. I'd be fine being a witch. Oh my gosh, thank you very much, Anna. We have not had the cheer noise hit very often, so thank you very much for your good vibes. I appreciate it. The question was, would you rather be a witch or a warlock? Which I think the consideration would be like a witch would have like a wart on their nose sort of vibe, whereas a warlock is like a... You should have... It's true. You've been around a long time though, and I am always grateful to see that you keep coming on back, Playful. I'm fine being a witch or a warlock, but if I had to choose, I would be in a coven of witches. Because we could all be together and like, I'll be the one guy witch who like supports all the female witches. Yeah. Based on the fact that you used to be Wiccan, you'd have to say witch because of the origins of the word warlock. I'm not familiar with that, but I can guess it's problematic. Yeah, we could be a witch's coven, and then I'll be like the one male witch that hangs out and, just supports all of you. That's like a dream for me, is to be the single guy among all the cool girls. Because then I can be like their cool guy friend. Warlock is equal to Oathbreaker. I had no idea. I know, and I've got some... the things that I want for a male Wiccan is still called a witch. Oh, lovely. Well, I'm more than happy to be the witch. The male witch among the other witches. Totally fine with me. It's just, I have a difficult time. I have a difficult time trusting other men, so I prefer to be the only one around if I can help it. Let's try these. This is not a Halloween themed question set. This is a autumn themed question set. You're something of a wordy. You love words, looking them up and finding their origins. Well, I could understand that. I could understand that. Okay, what is the best Halloween food? I guess the word candy comes to mind, certainly. The best Halloween food? I didn't know Halloween food was a thing. Apparently it is in this one. This is not a very good one though. Okay, I'm trying to find good ones. Popcorn balls. I've actually never had a popcorn ball. I'd be happy to have one though, I suppose. I'm not against it as long as there's no cheese in it. Or butter. I guess there would be butter, so I couldn't eat it. Okay, Halloween themed conversation starters. Here we go. Probably could make them butterless. It's basically popcorn glued together with sugar. Oh, lovely. Oh my gosh. I swear I had a different one last year than this one. Okay, Halloween would you rather questions. Oh yeah. Did you guys ever play Halloween pranks on anybody? And you can tell me. I won't tell anybody, I promise. Oh, if you're available after this, yeah, no. It'd be great to hang out. Sorry, I had too many beans. I had too much chili. It'd be great to hang out, though. Great to catch up. First time chat from to Janitory. Oh, it's a bot, unfortunately. Hey, Playful, you want to smash that bot for us? You want to smash that bot for us? You should be for a bit. Oh, lovely. That'd be great. Yeah, Playful has never actually had to has never actually had to destroy a message before or time anybody out. But I can't take all that for myself. She might be away though. Okay, so you hover over it with your mouse, right? You just like click it. You click their name, and the little pop-up shows up, and then you hit ban. It's a little X, the little cross out. There you go, you did it. You've done it, Playful. You now know how to do it. He's gone. You got him. We got him, boys. Target down. So, yeah, I've very rarely done any pranks on Halloween. I've only really done 2 in my life. The first prank, I was standing outside of my house in a costume that was sort of like a Dementor, like all black robe with these glowing like lenses on front of my glasses that would turn red, so I would have like red glasses. And Freddy, the villain monster guy, Freddy, I had like 2 pairs of those claw gloves on. So you've never been involved in any pranks on Halloween, at least. It's probably for the best. Halloween pranks can really suck. And I was just standing there against the wall, waiting for someone to show up. A couple of people were like, oh, it's a person. You know, it's a person in a costume waiting to scare somebody. There were these group of women that were speaking Spanish while waiting for someone to open the door. One of them had their back turned to me, and I slowly rotated my head to face them. And the 2 that were standing facing me looked very shocked and like had that like, hey, it's a ghost or like crazy things happening look on their face. And I slowly, stepped towards the one not facing me and put a clawed hand over her shoulder, and I tapped her. And when she turned around, she was really, really scared, and I actually felt really bad after doing that. I didn't feel like good about it or thrilled. I felt really bad. Like, I don't know why I was thinking it would be enjoyable, but they were so scared. Like, they just ran away. It was so bad. Oh, I hate that. The thinking about it now, it's such a jerk thing to do. They're probably just trying to hang out together. They all got spooked. I hope that if they remember that, they remember it fondly now. And the other one was me and my brother were questioning the more older children and teenagers that were trying to get candy from us. And we would ask them these insane, unanswerable questions, and then belittle them, and then not give them any candy for it. And then we would ask their like younger brothers and sisters easy questions, and they give them a ton of candy for it. And I mean, I guess it's a prank as any, right? But I'm not really a prankster. Anybody who knows me knows I'm not really interested in practical jokes. But certainly, I have never really been into it, but I could get behind like a justice prank. I could do that if it was up to me. But I feel like that begets a prank war, and I do not want to fight in a prank war. I don't think I would win that. I've never been in a prank war, but I don't know if I want to start. Ooh, would you rather sleep? We avoid April the 1st because of pranks. Yeah, I understand. I do. Would you rather sleep in... Ah, never mind. That's not very good. Would you rather sleep inside of a giant pumpkin or a haunted house? We already had the haunted house question. I think a giant pumpkin would be really interesting. It'd be all orange. I'd sleep in a giant pumpkin. You're still going with haunted house? You're really into the haunted houses, Jeremy. You're really into them. I'm less into them myself. Yep, that's fair. So normally we do a halfway point break, but I'm not going to do it this time. We're just going to hang out. No problems there. You don't like scary movies, but you love yourself a haunted house. I understand. Okay. If you were transformed into an animal, would you rather be a black cat or a bat? I think being a bat would be cute in its own way, but I've always wanted to be a cat. I've always wanted to be a cat. A very luxurious and pampered cat. Sure, you'll be right back anyways. It's all good. I've always wanted to be a black cat. Not necessarily a black cat, but you'd be a bat because you could fly, you're right. You can only echolocate to see things, though, unless we just assume that you have normal eyes. It's interesting. It really is interesting. Would you kiss the creature from the Black Lagoon? I don't know. I mean, maybe if they're really nice and they treat me to like a dinner, or well, I have to break even if you don't. And no, you wouldn't Okay, but what if they were very nice and like they talked to you for a while and said, "Hey, I need you to kiss me to break my lagoon curse," and but I'm gonna wait for you to be ready, and then like you're the one they reached out to. I think in that situation I would kiss them if they were very nice about it and like very upfront. And then I could say my first kiss would be with the creature from the Black Lagoon. I guess that's not so bad, is it? Would you rather use a Ouija board or perform a seance? I don't really believe in Ouija, and I respect the people that in my life that aren't with me anymore too much to try and seance them. So I guess I would use a Ouija board, but it's kind of creepy, isn't it? If I had to choose one, I'd use a Ouija board. Okay, so have you ever made a potion of any sort? well, I myself, I have made a potion. I have made a potion. I have tried to make a potion of healing before and tried to drink it to heal myself. It did not work, unfortunately, but I put a bunch of stuff in there. I put like soda and sugar and just a bunch of stuff in there. It gave me a real bad sugar high, I'll tell you that much, but no, I've never successfully made a potion that did anything besides hurt my stomach, unfortunately. Your favorite horror monster or villain? My favorite horror monster or villain is you know what? Screw the spooky forest inmates. Let's put some jazz on. We shouldn't break traditions too much. Tradition of the background jazz. There we go. That's better. Are you superstitious? Not really. I don't like to do certain things because maybe I feel like it makes me a little less creeped out or a little less in danger. But I don't really believe in like the idea of... Welcome back, Playful. Playful, are you superstitious, would you say? Because I'm not really like superstitious. There are things that I find to be unusual. I mean, I wouldn't walk under a ladder for the reason that it just seems like a weird thing to do if you can help not doing it. And I wouldn't open an umbrella inside if I could help it because it just seems kind of out of place to do that, or rude almost. No, I don't think I'm superstitious. I think it's just a little rude to do some of these things. Maybe unsafe. If you could only wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would you be? Yeah, I would totally be I would be like a kind of like a cool, sexy middle management demon, casual attire with glowing henna tattoos and maybe a mask on. That'd be great. I don't like to use that word in this, but it's what I mean. How old were you when you first saw a horror movie? Oh gosh. I must have been like 5 when my parents showed me the movie Alien. Such a bad decision. Such a terrible, terrible decision. In my opinion, at least. But yeah, I watched scary movies when I was really young, and I got super, like, triggered by all of them because I was too young to watch them. But, you know, that was just what happened to me. The creepiest thing that's ever happened to you while you were alone. I can name the most recent thing that was creepy that happened to me when I was alone. I was walking through my house to go back to sit down, and I heard what sounded like a radio static begin from like somewhere else in the house beside me. Okay, are we about robbing? We don't get any trick-or-treaters so we can eat the 2 bags of candy. No, Jeremy, those are totally your bags if you can keep on hold of them. I'm totally understanding of why you would feel that way. I'm the same way sometimes. Okay, it's always nice to at least have some leftovers, I agree. But yeah, I was walking through my house, and I swear there was this radio static I heard, and through the radio static, I heard what sounded like a woman, probably around my age, who was moaning, right? Moaning, maybe it was wailing. It was kind of a mixture of both pleasure and suffering, you might say, or exhaustion, I'm not sure. And it was just this most gentle sigh, almost like a long sigh in the radio static I heard. And I just heard that walking around my house, and I was like, oh, I think I had a hallucination. I have never had something like that happen to me before, so that was very bizarre. But apparently, auditory hallucinations are actually very common, incredibly common. Visit a haunted trail, or be the one haunting people. Oh gosh, I would rather be the one haunting people, to be honest with you, because I hate the idea of people stooping around in the dark haunting me on a haunted trail. That freaks me out so bad. I hate that. I guess I just hate the idea of being the spooky, being spooked. I would be like a benevolent haunter, right? I wouldn't be a super scary haunter. Gosh, I just hate getting scared and spooked by people. It really scares me. I'm not like a mean trickster or haunter, though. I'm not sure either, but I know I would not do well being haunted. I would be like a cute haunter, like not a scary one. Yeah, I could handle that, I think. Would you rather wear an incredibly itchy wig all night or wear a super uncomfortable pair of fake teeth all night? Oh, the clown at the entrance handing out balloons. I'll just be the kind person. Fake teeth, yeah. I'd be the kind person who is handing out candy and welcomes people into the haunted house, but I would not be a haunter if I could help it. I would also wear the fake teeth. A wig sounds horrific. A scratchy, itchy wig on your head. Ugh, that's horrible. Would you rather have a pumpkin for a head or pumpkins as feet? That's a stupid question. I really like it though. I would rather have a pumpkin for a head than pumpkin feet. That just seems like an easy, like, no-brainer to me. But I enjoy. You do not want to be having squishy feet to walk in. Yeah, you don't want squishy feet. I'd rather have like a jack-o'-lantern head than jack-o'-lantern feet. I know, I agree. Okay, so scary stories. Scary stories. No, I don't think I want to scare anybody. There's this thing that was like, do you have any scary stories to tell? I'm like, no, I'm not going to tell any scary stories. I thought about it, but I'm not like quite in the storytelling mood at the moment. Okay, Okay, what 3 items would you take with you if you had to spend a night in a haunted house? So for me, it is a wind-up flashlight, but not like a loud one. It would have to be a not a cross. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to fight ghosts with if it's actually haunted. I think I would take some water and my phone would be all I would want. Water, flashlight, phone. Voice recorder or a phone is a good one. Phone, yeah, I mean, my phone, sure, just take my phone. I mean, it's got voice recorder, flashlight. I've got an old phone though. I have the download a voice recorder app. I actually have that on mine. I have a Galaxy S7, so it's really old. It's going up there, right? It's super old. But you know, it's one of those things you could really just do anything you want with your phone. So just bring your phone and some water and you're good, or some snacks, and you're good. Just so that you have something to eat, so you're not like starving to death halfway through the night, like I would be. My bed just creaked, and that was really creepy. I know that it's just my bed creaking, but it's very creepy, I swear. Have you ever been too afraid to go knock on someone's door to trick or treat? Right, like their decorations are just so scary that you're like worried they're gonna like jump out at you, so you don't go knocking on the door. That has actually happened to me a few times where I've been like, no, those aren't decorations, they're real skeletons, they're gonna get me. And so I wouldn't go up and knock on the door. I feel a little silly about that. It's true though, it's what I would do. It's happened to me a few times, to be honest with you. Okay, so what is your favorite scary movie? I'm a little hesitant to ask this question, but you folks are wholesome enough that I can ask it and it'll be good. Scares about Halloween told us this woman was a real witch, and we didn't hesitate to go knock on her door. Mom's partner was shocked, I guess, but that lady let us in to see all of her decorations. We were in the house for about 20 minutes. It was wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy you have that memory. I get a little, I'm very easily frightened by things, very skittish and very I guess you could say, sensitive or vulnerable to being spooked. So I can barely even watch certain horror movies without getting super spooked. My favorite scary movie. What is my favorite scary movie? Do I like scary movies? I don't think Little Shop of Horrors counts, though I do love Little Shop of Horrors. What scary movies do I like? I don't know. Have I seen any recently? I liked The Void. That was a super low budget scary movie that I liked. Gosh, I don't really know very many scary movies, as it turns out, that I actually enjoy watching. I'm just gonna, Rocky Horror Picture Show is good. Hocus Pocus too. Rocky Horror is a very interesting movie that has a lot of. You wait until dark because Audrey Hepburn is old and scary and worth watching. I've never seen Wait Until Dark, but I do know Audrey Hepburn she's a well cherished and beloved figure. So I certainly think if she's in it, then it must have some qualities of being good, I would say. Did you just curse, Jeremy? What is the link you'd like to post? You can send the post to me in Discord and then I can post it if you'd like. I thought for a second, it looked like it was saying that you cursed, and I was like, Jeremy cursed? Is that right? This is not a, oh gosh, that wasn't even a Halloween thing. Okay. There we go. Here's the trailer for Wait Until Dark from Just Trying to... Jeremy, I mean. These are not Halloween questions. I'm having hard trouble finding good Halloween questions. Would you rather decorate one giant pumpkin or 10 tiny pumpkins? I think I would take the 10 tiny pumpkins. One giant pumpkin. You're very adventurous, Jer. You're very adventurous. The tiny cute pumpkins would be cute, though. You could put them all around your house. So, the costumes, I can remember showing up to I think it was a Christmas party, Halloween party at a little, very odd and peculiar religious situation I was in when I was younger. I've spoken to my friend Crazy about this, which I'm sure someday he'll talk about it on his stream. There was this thing where they're like, you want to stick your hand in the under the tarp, and under the tarp is like, peeled grapes next to a heater, or spaghetti next to the heater too, or it's like or it's like hot, right? Hot or warm spaghetti, or it's just stuff like that, where it's like it's eyeballs or it's worms or something. And I put my hand in one of those, and I was like, ew, what is that? I was like, what is that? Because they were like, I was like, what's in here? And they're like, eyeballs. And I was like, oh. So I felt it, and I was like, is that what eyeballs feel like? Because my brain was picturing the inside of it with my hand in it, and this big orange light from above shining down into it with me seeing the eyeballs. And I was like, those eyeballs feel like grapes to me. But it was so strange that, like, I took my hand out and I was like, ew, never mind. And I've actually never danced at a party, besides my sister's wedding party, which I have some recollection of feeling incredibly embarrassed by my dancing. I was in a strange mood that day, sister getting married, going through I believe I was, 13 at the time. Strange time. Strange things happen when people get married. But yeah, I have been through a lot of Halloweens, and my favorite thing to do on Halloween is decorate. That's my favorite thing. That and look at decorations. Handing out candy is great. Seeing really cute kids' costumes, I love that too. But like putting up decorations, and it's the same with Christmas. I like decorating on Christmas and seeing it all light up that day. It's just great. And then people come up to it and they see it and then they say, I like your decorations. And it's like, hubris. Such hubris. The best party you went to, your mom ends up going nuts for Christmas and Halloween. Yeah, I understand. The best part, you went to, everyone ignored us. You were invited to this party you didn't want to go to. Everyone was around talking, drinking, doing what party people do. You sat down on the floor and started going through their records just to see what they had, reading the song titles, looking at the album art. You had a great time. Oh, good. I remember when you're a child going to a religious Halloween party. Of course, it's very watered down, you imagine. And everybody was wearing, as long as you had fun. Yeah, as long as you had fun. It's sort of like strange to be there with your parents already. And I had my little pumpkin bucket, and I was just collecting small amounts of candy from people handing them out. And I was so into the tiny little licorice wrapped candies, the terrible ones. What are those called? They always had those fruit flavored ones, the gummy chewy ones that I loved. Those were so good, so good. I would like store those and get the green apple ones and be like, I'm gonna eat them all at once. I'm gonna make a big ball out of them and just eat it. I had such a bad habit with candy. It's so horrible. Oh. Noteworthy candies. Halloween candies. No. Candy. 2000s. French Toast Crunch. Lunchables. Baby Bottle Pops. Oh my gosh, I remember those. Gosh, Baby Bottle Pops. Twistables. Oh, come on, we need more candy. We need more candy. Yogos, yogurt bits. And then the Hubba Bubba sugar goop. I'm actually just looking at candy now. Oh, Airheads Extremes. Oh my gosh. I just love sour candy. I can't help it. If you give me like a sour candy, I'm done. I'll eat it. Doesn't matter what it is. I can't help it. I'm just a sucker, I guess. A sucker for anything sour, especially sour suckers too. Oh, the peanut butter things you were thinking of were peanut butter kisses, I understand. Tootsie Rolls. That's what I'm thinking of. Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls had the greatest, they were so good. They were so good. Tootsie Rolls were just so good. Tootsie Rolls had all these different flavors of candies, and I was just so in love with them. I'm gonna look this up right now, actually, I think. I'm so glad I found that. Okay. Tootsie Roll flavors. We're doing this. Assorted flavors, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm looking at them now. They look so glorious. There is cherry. No, I don't want any discounts. I'm not here. Okay. Cherry, vanilla, lemon, lime, orange. No, I don't want those. I want green apple. I don't want those. Where do I look to find all the flavors of Tootsie Rolls? I want to find them. Oh my gosh. There's this place that has them by 360 pieces. My gosh. That's more than a year's worth if you eat one a day. Raspberry mini Tootsie Roll. Fruities. Green apple. Oh gosh, that's the best. I want to see the quick view though. What's the review for this? I have to know what the review is so I can see if they're terrible or not. I bet they're terrible either way, but what's the review? Customer reviews. My grandkids like the taste of these. I used some of the candy for a library treat bag for a program. I also bought the blue raspberry. They like those too. I also purchased the caramel. Nobody liked the taste of these. Chances are I won't buy this one again. Wait, what? But this is the green apple. Why did they rate that 2 stars if they're not even eating those? Never mind. I don't know. I don't know. It's not for me to decide. That's not for me to decide. Literally rating Tootsie Rolls right now. Oh gosh. Chewy peanut butter candy wrapped in paper. How many flavors of Tootsie Roll are there? There are 64 trillion or million Tootsie Rolls made every year. Or get made every day. That's 740 Tootsie Rolls per second. Wow, there's a lot of Tootsies out there. Cherry Tootsie, grape, raspberry, chocolate, orange, watermelon, green, apple, let's go. Cassandra Silva Centeno added pomegranate Tootsie Pop. I don't care about that. Well, I'll try it. I'll try any flavor of Tootsie Pop that isn't the regular flavor or chocolate. But gosh, I love... Oh. No, it contains dairy. No, it contains dairy. Oh, no. Condensed skim milk. I guess I'll never have a Tootsie Roll again. Well, I've come to terms with it. That's it then. Top 10 Halloween candies. So we'll yay or nay these. Something, but you've only found data for 2016. In 2016, there were 35 million tons of candy corn sold. That's horrifying. That to imagine that much candy corn is going around the planet. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, so yay or nay? Tootsie Pops. For me, wanting to eat them is a yay, but being able to eat them is a nay. Tootsie Pops come in dead last for this year's most favorite candy of 2021, which should come as a surprise to absolutely no one. No Tootsie Pops. These old bud pops won't won big in the nostalgia category, but they also trail the rest of the pack in texture, shareability, and general deliciousness. Sour Patch Kids. We know. The power ranking is a cruel mistress. In a surprising and upsetting twist, Sour Patch Kids fell towards last place by the law of averages. How did this happen? First, they were dinged on the nostalgia factor, largely because Sour Patch Kids packaging is the color of electric bile. My gosh. They're also controversial for a few members of our staff who are staunchly anti-sour. Oh, come on. Sour Patch Kids are a partial yay, but mostly nay for me. Jolly Ranchers, you know what? They're nay. Oh, sorry, either. Yeah, I understand. Jolly Ranchers are a nay for. But the green apples are so good. Okay, it's a yay. It's a yay. They're okay. Yeah, they're okay. Reese's Cups. Unfortunately, they are a nay for me. They are a nay for me because I have a dairy allergy. But I think they taste okay. I know everybody else loves them. So there's that. Yes, Reese's Cups, yes. Snickers. Fifth, I mean, they've got chocolate in them once again. All of these have chocolate in them. Definitely good. Hershey mini bars. Also a nay for me because of chocolate. But I like the taste of them. I do like Hershey's. Right? I'm okay with them. If I could eat them, then I would eat them. For sure. Then there's Twix. Twix are okay. They're kind of they're strange. I don't think I enjoy Twix, but I like the texture of Twix, and Hershey's Bars are way better than Twix. I think I agree with you on that one. And then M&Ms are number 2. I don't like M&Ms very much. I honestly don't like them very much. Even if I could eat them, I don't think I like them very much. I much prefer the next one to M&Ms. Just because M&Ms can only be chocolate, right? They can be like mint, which is cool. And that's fine. But maybe like you love M&Ms, so cool. Like a mint M&Ms might be good. The next one, the last one, is Skittles. They're peanut butter ones. There are peanut butters, it's true. Skittles. So I used to eat no to Skittles. Nay, you know what? I'm also nay to Skittles, to be honest with you. It's not worth it. They have too much sugar, and their flavor is not powerful enough to make it worth it. It's not enough. Unfortunately. Also, Starburst was on that list, which I am a partial yay for Starburst, just because I can actually eat them. You know, just because I can actually eat them. But I just, you know, Starbursts are tough for me because I can't just eat one. I have a terrible habit with eating too many Starbursts. No, the nay on Starburst. Yeah, I understand. I definitely understand. Okay, we're going back to the animals now. I think we've seen this one before. Aw. A carrot dog. No, those are jack-o'-lantern dogs, aren't they? Aw. Pumpkin doggos. Just give me all the Snickers and slowly back away. Oh, well, you know, I'd give them all to you if I had them. I mean, the music's a little strange on this one. I'm gonna turn the music off. But yeah, if I had a pet, like let's say Gidget was my dog or Layla was my cat, I would definitely try to dress them up. I think Gidget would love to be dressed up. I think Gidget would love that. I would dress Gidget up as a giant pumpkin. I'd give him one of those like big pumpkin bodies with like the jack-o'-lantern on the side and like the little hat over his torso, and then I'd give him like a stem over his head and like I'd find some way to give him a cute outfit. I'd find some way. I'll try that one. Aw, cute bulldogs go trick-or-treating on Halloween. That's a good one. Is this Dodo? No, it's a bulldog one, okay. Aw. But yeah, I would be really happy to have an animal that I could dress up for Halloween and really annoy them. When you had your jaw problem, you had to have it wired. They said something about Snickers. Then Toy took a Snickers bar and made a protein shake and blended the Snickers with it, so you got to have them. Oh, that's darling. I would never have thought to blend a Snickers. I never would have thought of that. I need to blend some vegan protein chocolates and some tofu, and then some like avocado. And he didn't tell us he did. We just took a drink and went Snickers. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. That's the sweetest thing I've heard all day. gosh. All these costumes are making it put on. Aww. It's Husky Potter. I don't care. I appreciate you, Joey, but I want to see your pups. Show us the pups. Aw, puppers. If I was able to, lots of puppers, I know. If I was able to have a lovely dog to put a costume on, they're gonna rip that costume up if you're not careful. Oh no, they're gonna draw and quarter that thing. Oh no, he got him too. He got him to wear it. Look, he got a minute. That dog does not know what's happening though. It's very confused. It's not sure where it's supposed to be. Right? It's like, what is going on? It's a very uncertain pupper right there. Oh, an octopus outfit. Oh my gosh. That's my favorite right there, is the octopus one so far. I love that. After a struggle. Oh, an octo dog. I don't think you can see out of that hat. I don't think you can see out of that. No, I don't like where that's going. I'm gonna stick with another one. Let's look for ones that aren't from this week. We can look for ones that are from different times. This month. Oh, guinea pig Halloween costume reviews. Oh, wow. Avocado pig. Oh, Chia would love this. So would Bun. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, it's a shark pig. Lobster pig. I'm gonna save this. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna save this into the cute animals sub Reddit or the Discord. I'm gonna add them as soon as I can. Oh, I like the idea of a guinea pig with a hat on it. Oh no, a pumpkin pig. I'm not sure what to think about that. Aww. I always feel like it's such a strange thing to try and get an animal to wear a costume, because they're just like, what are you doing to me? It's like, I don't understand what's happening. But then, they get it on. Like, well, it's already on, so I might as well leave it there. Oh, sniffing the hat. Oh, that's so good. Watching the pumpkin crawl around. It's a crawling pumpkin. It's the famous crawling pumpkin. So as I do for these special episodes, all guinea pig trying to escape into the coat. If you guys have any questions you'd like to ask me, we've got about 10 minutes before we're gonna start wrapping up. So if you have anything to ask, I'm willing to answer right now. Questions for Cass, as I call it. Oh, bee pig. I don't think he looks very happy right now, but he does look really cute also. Oh, the wandering bee. I love that. I think the avocado one is really good too, though. You didn't know guinea pigs were that big? This is a particularly big guinea pig, I would say. This is a particularly big one. They might be a little older. Because it is a pretty big guinea pig, I have to be honest with you. Avocado boy. Send that avocado out to see the world. You know what they say about your avocados. If you love them, send them out to see the world. Oh, this one's perfect for those two. Aw. Just shuffling around on the floor. Oh no, got him off. He got it off, finally. The shark boy. But yeah, so we're gonna do something special before we go. When does it start? When do I start talking in this one? Oh, there I am. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It's a cast from the past. Having any kind of plan besides a couple of things to touch on here and there. I'll listen to him. For the most part, we're just having a nice little conversation, me and you. And while we do that, feel free to just unwind. Listen to how ASMR I'm trying to be in that one. That was before I really knew what I was even doing. Wow. The first episode. When you are in a sort of a scarable mood, right? Because you start thinking about something else. You're miles away from what's going on. And maybe worse yet, you sort of, wow. So, honestly, October 31st, 2020, we're here October 30th, 2021. What a huge freaking change. Steady, calm, warm talking, paced, smooth, and buttery. Perfect to fall asleep to. Wow. Wow. Okay, oh, you got a question for me? Okay. Hit me with your best shot. You will always ask people what animals they want to see. What is your favorite animal? Do you even have a favorite? Oh, that's a good question. So, I actually have a rotating favorite, it seems. My favorite animal are the ones I meet in real life. If I meet an animal, they become my favorite animal. I'd like to say that I keep the animals I've met and the animals that I love as my screensaver on my phone, my lock screen, so I can see them whenever I log into my phone. And like Gidget, I love Gidget, and Pancake too, and Layla, and those are my favorite animals right now. I think of them as like the greatest animals in the world because they're the ones closest to my heart at the moment. And if I had to, I pick a favorite animal to see, I would just try to look at them dressed up or doing things, right? That's my favorite. So I guess the answer is, do I even have a favorite? Not really. I just love seeing animals, and I love when other people are happy to see them too. So if I have like I guess you could call it a wandering favorite, a soft favorite. I love cats and dogs, of course, but if I get to know an animal, then they become my favorite. It's sort of a crush that I get on animals that I grow really attached to them very quickly. I just love them. I love them, and I really like when they're happy, and it makes me happy when they're happy. But thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Over the course of this year, this show has gone from super ASMR focused, which is fine, to more of like a talk show with ASMR tones. And you like cats, little cats, big cats, any cats. I could see that. I just think that the enjoyment of this show for me has increased a lot too, because when I first started this, I was kind of like, how long am I going to do this? Like, what am I doing? You know, what do I do? And I still have what do I do moments like that, but with friends here and with support, even this amount of support that can seem like so little is a huge deal to me. And you know, it matters. It really matters. And as anybody who's known me a year ago could say, I've changed considerably over the course of a year, and it's so strange how that can happen. I want to leave you guys with a quote before we go, but I'll say Cast Talks is the one, if not the Good news stories. You love the good news stories. Oh, I like those too. But you know, it's good to take a little break and focus on just the good vibes and the feeling of community. I love the good news stories too, though. We'll have a bunch to choose from next time. But this show is the most important piece of content that I make to me. And the fact that you guys are here with me now to enjoy the 1 year anniversary and to just see how far we've come and how far we've gone and where we've come from and where we're going. It's magic. It's really magic. I love you guys. I think you're all great. Sure, I will. I'll let you know, okay, Playful? So here's what I'll leave you guys with. This is from the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Or I think it's actually Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the first one ever made. Charlie, Wonka, and Grandpa Joe have just ascended in the elevator that goes into the sky, and they're flying above the small town in England. And Willy Wonka tells Charlie that he's no longer going to be keeping the factory because he's not going to be around forever, and that he was looking for a child who had a pure heart who could continue to support the Oompa Loompas and continue to make chocolate his way. And Charlie learns that his parents are going to move into the factory, his grandparents, and they're all going to be taken care of and looked after, and that he doesn't need to live in a cold little room anymore, and his mom can stop working as much as she has been, and everything's gonna be okay. And Willy Wonka turns to him and he says, Charlie, don't forget the man who suddenly got everything he always wanted. Charlie says, what happened to him? And Willy Wonka tells him, he lived happily ever after. And that's how I feel when I do this show. I feel like I'm living happily ever after. So, thank you guys so much for being here. It means a whole awful lot to me. Thank you to Anna for her bits, and to Playful for her moderation, to Jeremy, and to Lasora, and to Rissy for all of your guys' activity and all of your long time viewership. I'm very grateful for all of you. And this has been our 1 year anniversary, 1 year of Cast Talks, and hopefully the start of many more to come. So make sure that you stay safe tonight and tomorrow, that you have a safe Halloween, and that you enjoy as much candy as you'd like to, or see as many decorations as you might enjoy. Have a good night, and take care. I'll see you next time. Happy Halloween.